Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike on this gorgeous sunny day here in Essex. Yes, it's a very hot day today, and they're talking on the news that it may go up to 27 degrees, so that's going to be very, very hot indeed. So I can't wait to see how that pans out. So what we're going to do today is we've got some new colours. I'm really hopeful. I'm going to say that we're not going to get it done in this session, but we need to remain optimistic. But as you can see, that colour there is going to be the colour for the other flower. So, you know, I said I wanted to see how well it is against that other pink. That's our pink. And then we got the black here. So I think what I'd like to start off with is, surprisingly, not the pink. I want to do this red fiery bit here. So we'll start that off here. And let's see what pen we've got here. Because yesterday I was filming a Temu collaboration unboxing, and I've had an influx of trays, so I've got a load of trays available, which is beautiful. Yesterday, oh my god, like, I don't know what happened, but I was waiting on a paint day, was completely balls up because I'm sitting there in my bed and I can't get to sleep. I've done my ordering at 4 o'clock. I think I came off just slightly after 4, so about 4:30, and I can't sleep. Once I'm awake, and I find it very difficult to get back to bed. So I decided, right, well, I ain't going to get much sleep, so I'll just stay up and watch Craft Addict Roxanne. And I've been working on some of her older videos just to try and get it all caught up to date. What I want to do is, if I'm introduced to a new channel and, you know, I'm new to your channel, I like to go back over and watch the old videos before the current ones. So, and obviously I don't want to watch the new one, because if I watch your new one, I could end up watching it again, because in the queue where it notifies you, I sometimes get confused and think to myself, have I watched this or haven't I? Because sometimes I'll have a quick look, like it, and then come off it and watch it later, but then I get confused and think, well, I can't remember if I've watched this or in full or like just partially. Now this red's gorgeous. I think that's really nice against that blue there. So of course, stayed up till about 8 o'clock. I went over to my mum's. I was going to go to the range, but I remembered that my brother invited me for dinner. Now I'll get to that subject a little bit later on, because I'm trying to cover this bit first. So I decided, right, well, I'm going to go to my mum's instead, because if I'm going there Friday, I can hit, you know, 2 at 1. So I can go to my relatives, and then I can do the range at the same time. So I decided to go to my mum's, pick up. I won't going to stay for too long because I wanted to get back and film the collaboration. Normally with Temu, they want it up pretty quick. It's the same with any collaboration, isn't it? You've got your product, they want it up. And when I used to be collaborated with One Day Saving, they were getting a bit picky, and they were saying, well, you've got the order, you need to get it up. And I'm like, yeah, but my program, the way I do my filming is, you know, whatever's, you know, all the unboxings are queued in a specific queue. So, you know, and they just got like very sour with me, sort of like didn't want me to collaborate anymore. And I thought, that's fine, because at the end of the day, I don't really like being told how to run my channel anyway, because they were like, well, what you could do is take that out the description and put this, it will tidy it up. And I'm thinking, hello, like, who's the director of the channel? And I don't know why why is the description so like important to them? I don't understand that, because if like you're doing the video, that's the main purpose, isn't it? To do a video. I don't understand why they need the description part. Okay, yeah, for links and that, but really? So I thought that was strange, but yeah, I mean, it's called One Day Saving, yet half the prices are like near enough 10 quid. So how do you work that out? So yeah, I haven't bought for them for ages. I don't think I ever will again, really, because the way I work is I buy it from the cheapest company. You know, I don't want to be spending £7 each time on a painting. So I'm very comfortable, like Louise over at Crazy Borges. I like to go maximum around the £5 mark. If it's really nice like this, I'll go a bit more. So yeah. So anyway, I went over to pick up the packages, and then they said, Royal Mail texted me saying that they had another, they've updated the little app, haven't they? Because now it's like a little man on there pushing like a wheelbarrow thing, like a sack barrow, is it called? So yeah, it came up saying that I got a Temu parcel, and it was a pack of pens. And oh my God, like, I ordered them because it said chunky pens. Well, little did I know they're like that small. So I'll have to show you on a whip and chat, because they're not going to be featured in an unboxing, because it was like literally a pack of pens. So I'm not going to bother with that, but I'm probably going to just like give them to my sister. She works in a nursery. She's always writing reports and stuff, so I will probably give them to her because they're far too small for me. I mean, I consider my hands gorilla hands. You see, they're really big. So when you have big hands, you sort of think, oh, I can, you know, pick up big things, but you've seen what I'm like. I'm always tipping things over and stuff. So if I could wish for anything, small hands. So anyway, then I sort of waited for the parcel. Jack was cutting the grass, and so after that I shortly went, and it was so funny. So I don't know how long he left it open, but he was there about 4 hours, because he went to his dad's. Our lawnmower was blown up, and he went to his dad's to borrow his one. Well, his one runs on petrol. The Strimmer is like a petrol one, and the lawnmower is a plug-in one. Well, around about, it was like 2-3 hours, and then about the 4th hour coming in, my mum noticed that the boot of Jack's car was open, and I'm thinking to myself, how long has he left that open? Well, so I go run out panicking, you know, because obviously if he's got stuff in the car, you know, we need it secure and stuff. And I've shut the boot, and the bloody alarm's gone off. So Jack's gone up into the bath because he's all hot and bothered with, you know, cutting the grass and stuff. And he's had to do it from the bathroom window. But I don't understand why the alarm went off, because normally when you open it and shut it, it doesn't do that. So he must have locked it and forgot that the boot was open. But it was so funny. And then obviously my sister's doing a sponsored walk, and what it is she's going from pier to pier. I would show you the link for the donation page, but apparently she's stopping it on Sunday because that's the official walk. So unfortunately, I didn't know, but my granddad passed away from the dreaded C word, and I didn't know that he passed away in 2017. That seems such a long time ago, because 2017 was when I used to go to Beano Land in Chessington World of Adventures. So it must have been kept a secret all this time. Because I vaguely remember when we used to go to my nan's house that my dad would go, oh, he's in hospital, because he had a thing called dialysis, which is where the body can't really clean the blood and filter the, you know, the blood and stuff. So dialysis is basically where you're hooked up to this machine, and it basically cleans the kidneys out. So yeah. And then a few years later, my nan sort of suffered from dementia. She was put in a care home, and then that bloody C word got her. So my sister decided it was, you know, in memory of her, but also to thank the St Helena's Hospice, to donate, like do a sponsored wall page, like, you know, like a GoFundMe page. And she's raised £120. She wanted to do 100, so her manager like literally like chipped in, friends and family, and I chipped in as well. And yeah, I would have done a lot more, but obviously I'm saving to go to Butlins, so because obviously my dad does most of it. He'll pay like the accommodation, because obviously it's self-catering, you've got like the food side, so that's where I come in, and I try to pay for the food just to like help him out, because it is expensive. You know, you think you're getting a good deal by paying just 90 quid for a room, but then you've got all the like the cooking side to it. So it will be interesting because I don't know where they're going to put us. Last time we was in a place called Jellyfish Grove, because all the apartments are named after sea life creatures. So you've got like Oyster Bay, Scorpion. I don't think that's even a fish, but so yeah, it could be there. There was a house round. Butlins used to have like an outside swimming pool, and that's not been there for donkey's years. And round there, they've got like one called Atlantis Spain. You've got the bottom stairs is like a living room area. Then you go upstairs to the bedrooms. So normally with self catering, the bedroom and the living room is all on one floor, even though it's like a house. It's like a little flat in a way, I suppose. But yeah, so then I come home and got off the train, sat down, needed like an ice lolly. Well, actually, I got off the train and then they said that Amazon was coming to the locker. Now, the day before, I'll only send it to the locker if I know that I'm going to be here that day. Or if I'm going to my relatives, then I'll send it over there. And I didn't plan on going out. But because obviously Temu like the packages up as soon as you've got them, I thought, well, I'm going to have to go and get this today then. So then I got off the train and yeah, it got delivered there. So went up the hill, and that's what I like is like if you walk, say like I'm out and I know I'm coming back that day, because sometimes I do stay over for the night. If I know I'm coming back, then I'll wait until they've delivered it, then get on the train, to come home and then get off and go and get it, And there's actually one been put on the train station at Cressing, and there's another one that's been put on, it's called Rushmore, which is basically Braintree Freeport Station. And you sort of think that's a bit of a strange place to put it. Like, surely you would want it in like a shopping precinct, but perhaps they've got no where to put it. But the actual, wherever they put them, they actually get like a commission. The shop gets some sort of commission for having it. So anyway, I come in and my friend was like, you need an ice cream, you look like really like cherry red. So I thought, you know what, I think you're right there. So I went and got, I wanted Twisters, but I weren't going to pay £4 for them. I don't think they're worth that. So I got Rocket Lollies, which are very fruity, and they were like £1.80. So I got that. And came back, whacked the fan on, sat there, cup of tea, and it was lovely. So then I came in, quickly filmed it. My brain and eyes are sort of like stinging where I'm so tired. And then I couldn't hold my eyes open anymore. I had to go asleep. And went asleep about, I think it was like 8 o'clock. And what I did was I put an hour on my phone because it was getting close to dinner time. Luckily, I didn't fancy anything because the day before I got a fry up, but I was a bit naughty and ordered it. So I can't be cooking, I'm a busy man. And I ordered it from Toby Carvery, and oh my god, like, it was so nice. The bacon was really thick, and I looked at the receipt because I noticed that there was eggs on it. And I thought, that's a bit strange. It says that there's 2 eggs and they gave me 1. Well, I don't eat egg, so I had to chuck the eggs away. There was not an option where you could like say no eggs and stuff. But the meal was really cheap. It was like £7, and then they only wanted like £1.99 for delivery. So Toby Carvery's, I don't know where that would be from here, but it looks like it's up near, just as you're going out the back road to George Yard, you know where the underground car park is, sort of like up that way. So yeah, I had that. So obviously it made me not want to eat nothing. So of course, 8 o'clock, I thought I'd put an hour on. I'll just set my alarm, just have an hour's sleep, just to try and rest my body and stuff. And yeah, that didn't happen. I slept right the way through and missed dinner. I wasn't that hungry, missed dinner, and I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear talking, and I'm thinking, where's that coming from? So went in the front room, and I accidentally left the TV on. So I'm thinking, oh no, I've got to turn this off because God knows what the neighbours, think, because obviously it's 3 o'clock in the morning. They're going to think I'm partying or something. So I was like, oh no, but I was quite annoyed because my TV has a sensor on it. So what it means is, it say like you've not used the remote to change channel, it will kick in and say the TV will shortly go off. Press any button now to so that it doesn't, go into standby mode. So yeah, and then again today, tried to go back to bed at 3, and I've been up ever since. So my body is all over the place at the moment with sleep and stuff, but even ASMR, I'm struggling a bit now. Insomnia is a horrible, horrible thing to have. And I have insomnia, which is basically a sleep condition. You can Google it. But basically, it's where your body just don't want to sleep. You can be up all day, all night. And I have done that before. I've been up all day and all night. And I even did a diamond painting from like midnight to 6 in the morning of a flower. That was an off camera, no, it wasn't on camera, but it was on my model channel rather than this one. That was while I was like, looking at the idea of just separating the channels, because I felt like diamond painting always needed its own separate channel. And yeah, I'll have to dig that out at some point to show you guys. So yeah, and then got up today, and with my energy provider, they give us a sausage roll every so often, and I had one to use. So I went to Greggs, got the free sausage roll, and they don't like it, She was going, that was £1.20, please. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm using a free one, and they don't like the fact, you can often tell because they're all like, hello, you all right? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, what would you like? Yeah. Oh, I've got it free. Oh, okay, there's your sausage roll, bye. So they don't like it when you get freebies, but I'm always in there. I never ever pay in there because I'm always getting freebies. And if you've got the Greggs app, you can, every time you go in there, you can top up the app, and then it takes it off the app, but you get a point or a stamp, if you like. So say like I got a sausage roll, got a stamp. If I got like 9 of them, I would get a free sausage roll after. But it is a bit of a con, really, because you have to pay like so much into the company before you get something back. So yeah, I mean, look at Tesco's. I probably spent like a good £200-300 and got £1.50 back, So I don't mind shopping with companies if you get something back in return. So yeah, I came back from Tesco, and because I went to Tesco after, and I really fancied some cocktail sausages, so I got some of them. And then after that, after the cocktail sausages, I really fancied like a cake with my tea. So I got pecan plat. Pecan is basically with maple light syrup stuff, and you get like pecan nuts on it. I do love nuts, peanuts, monkey nuts, walnuts. It's quite funny, years ago as a kid, the crack in your door light, so where the hinge is, because I didn't have a nut cracker, I would like put the nut in between the door, so like the framing of the door and the door, and then close the door, and it would crack the nut, Things you gotta do when you ain't got the tools, eh? So yeah, it was really funny. And then came back, had that, whacked the fan back on, and then I keep thinking it's lunchtime and it's not, but I've got to remember not to have anything for lunch because my brother's doing dinner, so it's going to be even worse later when I think it's dinner time at 7. I always have my dinner at 7, and then I'm thinking, I've got to try and remember I've already had it, because I will probably munch on some Wotsits, and then obviously the dinner would technically form the dinner if you get me, so I wouldn't have to have anything later, which means if I'm really naughty, I could go to the shop and get some sweeties. So I don't know what it is, but whenever Britain's Got Talent's on, or like a movie or film or program that I really like, I always find that I have to buy sweets or something. I mean, really, movie night is my Saturday night, is movie night. But because there's so much on TV at the moment, I've not really had a proper like movie night for like the last 2 months. And every Saturday I'll put on my calendar, right, I want to watch Five Children in It or Spiderwick Chronicles, you know. But you get to Saturday and then I have to scrub it out and then rebook it back in, you know. So this is really powerful, and it's like it's got like a wiggly worm going up there. Or could you imagine like a worm crawling on you and you don't know it's there? Like, oh, not a lover of creepy crawlies. Although I do like centipedes. I always get confused between millipedes and centipedes. Centipedes have like 2 little point things at either end. It's like a modified mouth. And then a millipede is a very friendly one. They have like a normal sort of like face, but they've got loads and loads and loads of legs. Millipedes tend to be black because years ago we had what's called a water butt, where you store like water in there for like watering your plants or stuff. And whenever it used to rain, we used to take the lid off so it could fill up. And we was moving the barrel one day and there was a millipede, you know, came out of under the bricks, and I was like, what the fudge cake is that? And yeah, it was a millipede. And it's not this, you know, it was quite fascinating seeing it in the garden, because normally they're like in woodlands and stuff. You used to get a lot of wood lice down there, but no one ever used to touch the statue of the tortoise, because every time we moved the tortoise he used to sit on the grass. It was a statue and very heavy. And every time we had to cut the grass, we moved it so we could cut the grass and like round it and stuff. And every time you lifted it up, there was like millions, gazillions, billions of, you know, like ants. So there's obviously an ant's nest that was under it. And at summertime you used to like open your back door just to let some air in, and you know, you get all ants coming in, so you had to put like ant powder down. So yeah. Well, we're nearly done on this little red. I need a drink after that mammoth of talking. What we're going to do now, we're going all over the place on this bird here. We're going to do a bit this 8 here, because that was the one I wanted to do, because that finishes off this bird, you see. Now, we haven't got a lot of this colour, so somehow we've got to get down there, all over there, and no, yeah, just down there and up there, and we've got that. I don't think that's going to work. But guess where I'm going today, guys? The range. Yes, my friend saw the birthday cards and she wants some, so I said, well, if you send me over the money, I'll get you some, and I'll get them sent out to her, so they'll be with you soon. So get that all sorted out for her. But I really, really want to get this big tiger rack, tiger. It's $6.99, but it's on a rock and it's quite a bulky one, because I've basically finished all the small paintings now. I was really debating about getting paint by numbers, but I just don't think I'd be any good with doing it. Like, I don't want to pay out the money and then, like, you know, go over the line or so. You know, it would really be such a shame. But yeah, so yeah. So yeah, my brother's invited me for lunch, well, dinner, and we were supposed to go last week, but because Tommy had to go up to, sorry, not Tommy, we were supposed to go last week, but apparently they couldn't do it, something came up. So my brother's the type of person where he'll make you wait right to the last minute before going, right, it's cancelled now. So it's going ahead, which is good, because I don't want to pay a ticket and then have to pay a £10 admin fee, because Great Your Angler is a crap company. They will not refund your ticket unless you pay a £10 admin fee. Now, say for example the ticket's like £10.10, that admin fee will take all of your ticket. So how are you supposed to get a refund? I've never known anything like it. Like, you've got to pay for someone to physically refund it for you. What happened years ago with automated processes? You know, normally you can just click a button and it's refunded. Trainline do exactly the same. You know, it's even more expensive on there. I used to use the Great Wrangler app all the time, but I find it very time consuming, so I like to use the Trainline app. And I think what made me use that is because you get cash back with them, whereas you don't with Great Wrangler. So say, I don't think we're going to have enough, guys. They're going a bit skimpy on these drills. It's funny, isn't it? Because like all the other colours, like the yellow that we did and the pink, they've got loads in, but this one is going to be extremely tight. Do you think someone actually like, counts them? Because I was watching a channel of mine, and she was saying that sometimes the drills look like less lighter than what the code is, and she said it's because the ink dries up. So you know, when I've had a drill when I'm like, well, that's yellow, but on there it's green, it's because apparently the ink dries up because they don't use the same printer for the stickers or something, she was saying. So they have like a separate printer for the canvas, and then a separate printer for the stickers. So yeah, really do like working on Hinkler Create ones, because you get a nice board to, you know, you can put on the board one to do. So, and Crafty Cat, thank you very much for the comment about this is very pretty. I'm glad you like that one. I thought it was really nice as well. I mean, as I said, like, I've never seen Hinkler Create do birds before, so to get one as well. And when I'm working on this, I think of your bird called Smokey. So yeah, it's really lovely. I think my favourite bird of all time would have to be the house martin, because they're very clever at how they build their nests. They literally use like mud and sticks, and it's their saliva that sticks it to the wall. They actually stick it to brick. They can actually stick the nest to brick. See, we haven't got enough. Oh no, that is not good. How can we not have enough? Like, literally, that's all I've got. That's not good. So yeah, that is not good. Problem is, how do I show that I've not got enough? The problem we've got here is that I tipped them all out in this bag and we've not got enough. The difficulty is because they don't DMC code it, I can't tell you what that is. Looking at that, I would say that's a 310, would you? But from my side, it looks like a dark bluey black. That's so annoying. Oh, that's really not on. What we can do, I'll see, because I've got 2 of these. So this is how many I'm working on at the moment. I've got the wasp and the butterfly. So if it's that colour there, which I think it might be, we will tackle that at the end. I'm going to have to colour check it, but let's not ponder on that now. Let's focus on the rest. But just be mindful, if you get this, you're probably going to have to, I mean, it could just be my pack, but you're probably going to have to like add to it. That's really naughty. And I looked on the thing, and they reckon that there's 3,000, I think it was like 3,700 crystals in this. I can't see how that's 3,000. You're having a laugh, aren't you? For that little image. No way 3,000. So I don't know where they get that from. But now we're going to do Lizzie's favourite colour, or pink. And yeah, already that looks really nice, doesn't it? It's not too dark. It's not overpowering that, but it works. I feel like this is a cherry tree, because this is, we used to have a pub called that. But apparently the new owner come from New York, I think she said. So that's interesting. But she's been wanting to move to the UK, so she was saying. Oh, that's really ticked me off a bit, that there's literally run out of drills, but I can add to it. It's not a problem. 310s and your 3865s. 310s are black, 3865s are white. They are always cropping up near enough every painting that comes in, so it's not going to be an issue. I can add to it, but that's not the principle. The principle is you should have enough drills in that pack. You know, if this was like your first beginner, you would be in a bit of a mess, because when you've been diamond painting for as long as I have, you sort of learn to keep spares, and I'm always changing things. Like before, in the, like for example, in the flower videos that I'm doing at the moment that were recorded in 2023, I use a jar. I stopped using jars in the end because I wanted to do the same way that Liz does her. She sort of puts them all coded up in like this shoebox thing. So I wanted to sort of like put spares in like this, for example, like one of them. So what is that? Multicoloured dragon. Oh, right. Good God. See, that's the thing as well. Like, I kit up all these paintings, and then like I'm still working on new ones, and that's why we've got no trays of storage containers. So yeah, I've actually got a cup that I've got for, you know, Halloween. I did it was like October, and it had the word October on. Well, I've got the same one for June, so not Halloween obviously, but it's a very colourful cup, so you probably would have seen it by the time you see this. But yeah, still weather forecast. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, please? Alexa, what's the weather forecast?
Right now in Braintree, it's 19 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has intermittent clouds, with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 8 degrees.
So that's not bad. That TV next door is belting out. Sorry, I'm just going to pop into the living room because that's doing my head in, that noise. Sorry about that. I can't hear myself speak when it's that loud, so I could have just got that picture. Never mind. I'll show you next time. But it's going to feel a bit weird, like going to my brother's house, because he lives in a flat and you have to go like up 3 flights of stairs. But apparently he's someone's been using his bin, and the you know, the dustman people have complained, saying that it's all overflowing. So what he's done is he's got himself a little camera that he uses for the when he's monitoring the birds in the bird cage, and he's something's poking in my trousers there, sorry. My key was sticking in my leg. And he's going to set it up and try to record who's doing it, because then he can show his landlord that they're using his bin. So they shouldn't really be doing that, because everyone has their own bin. Now, around my dad's house, he lives in a flat, and they've got, you know, the big industrial bins in that come on wheels. So obviously you've only got four big bins for like probably 200 people, so that's understandable. But and you have like little huts where you've got 2 doors and it's basically the bin room. So it will feel strange, because the last time I was there was when I was helping him decorate, so he's scraping the walls off. So it's going to feel strange going in, seeing it like, oh, it's all, you know, furnished now, you know. So yeah, I'm really trying to get this painting done, because I would like to put it on my diamond painting group. If you haven't joined that yet, it's Diamond Paints with Mike, and it's got a picture of a little teddy bear on the cover photo. So You know, the little bear that we did for Valentine's, was it? So come along and post all your progress, what you're working on. It'd be lovely to see that. So yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, that yellow drill in there is going to look awesome once that's on. Definitely, if we've got spares of these. See, these, if you're card making, that would make a good embellishment, you know. There's so many things you can do. Craft Addict Roxanne, she is like the crafting queen. She does so many like card videos. I was watching a video that she did the other day, and it's like a snow globe that you can shake, but on the card. It was really, really cool. So she's got a shop over in Canada, Newfoundland, called Michael's, and I suppose it's like here with the works, it's like a crafty shop, I should imagine, but oh my god, like it was so nice, really, really beautiful. That is lovely. I might swap this, you know, the Parlour Pink out, because I really like this darker one. That's obviously a grape, isn't it? It's or maybe it's an orchid flower, because you've got the stem and then the green, and then it's got like a little cherry thing on it. My nan actually has a cherry tree. Let me get a bit of drink again. Surprising how much we've done. But yeah, I think once I get to 3 o'clock, it's going to start, my body's going to start getting really tired now, because I'm not used to getting up at 3 in the morning. So could you imagine, like, if that was work day, I'd have to phone my manager and say I can't come in due to tiredness. And he'd be like, well, why aren't you going to bed then? So yeah, that won't look good, will it? Ah, we've got some 10s left. Right, okay, that's a bit naughty. Never mind, we can do that, no problem. It's going to be a strange day today, because I'm in Braintree, then I'm going to Chelmsford, where my brother lives, to go for a dinner. And then I'm going into Witham to stay over for a few days. So, because it's another relative's birthday coming up soon. So, which isn't until a bit later on in May. But yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to do that 10 as well. That would have been nice if they could have used a crystal drill. I think this painting should have all been crystal, to be fair. I mean, it's nice, but when you see crystals, they're just very special drills. I missed off some 5 as well. What is going on? Be good for George, because he's working at the moment, so he comes out of work, meets me, and we all go for dinner. How nice is that? it's I feel like I'm like on MasterChef, or like, you know, when you go on MasterChef and they like review what you've ate. I feel like it's that. I feel like I'm a TV sort of, like, what do they call them? Not a critic, but you know, the people that go round, and not a food taster. It's a special word for it, but it's like a food taster. It's gonna be like, you know, I don't know if we have to pick up Teddy on the way. I don't know if he's at home with Victoria or whether he's I don't know, because it won't be long before he goes to school. So but I think what I'm looking forward to the most is obviously seeing Brittany, which is Gray's girlfriend. That's going to be so funny. And obviously to see Gray as well, because when he was moving, hello ding dong, shipment due to arrive today. What's that then? Alexa, she's talking in the bloody front room.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, I don't know if she's heard me from there. Alexa, I have to whisper. What's the read my notification?
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. For Mike, a shipment is due to arrive today. By the way, you may be running low on your frequently ordered by Amazon spring water.
Alexa, where's my order?
For Mike, an item should arrive today between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m.
I don't know what that is, I can't remember. Oh, it's my mum's baby soap. I'm like the order person in the house. I have to order everyone's stuff. Alexa. Alexa. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.